How's it going, Forex traders? Welcome back to the inside of my screen. My name is Desmond Samuel. I'm back with another video of our Forex weekly forecast. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you may have seen me call a bullish play on the Nasdaq and then the S&P 500. So this is going to be a follow-up and a review. And if you're new to my channel, once again, my name is Desmond Samuel. And this is where I come to document all my trade calls and all my trading, processes and have you guys see the market through my lens and walk you through my thought process as to how I actually going to make money from the market consistently. So before I proceed, kindly do me a favor and click on that subscribe button and then turn the bell icon as you do so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be amongst the very first few to see it and then capitalize on this trade. All right. So quickly onto Nasdaq. So whilst we're waiting for, let me just check something real quick. Whilst we're waiting for the currency pairs and all these other pairs to align properly, all right, for some strange reasons, they were not giving us what we wanted. So we went ahead with Nasdaq. By the way, if you want to check the the overview or the full-blown, what's it called now? Technical analysis, the detailed analysis, check out my last video. Yeah, I broke it down in depth. So currently, as it stands, we are still in profit. Entries were somewhere around here, tops below structure, obviously, and then we're riding this guy all the way to the upside. And one of the criteria for entry was a counter trend line break like so, and that was really what they did for us. So this was a breakout retest continuation to the upside. Entries were here, stops below structure, and then we're still riding this guy to the upside. So, as you know, the market doesn't move in a linear format. There will always be potential pullback points. So if you miss this trade earlier, what I would advise you to do is allow the market pullback into this level like so. If it does, you're in business, you get me? So of course, this is a demand level on its way. As this market progresses towards the 30,800 basis point mark, it's obviously not gonna do that in a linear format. So it has given you a hint that once it gets here, that the place you must pull back to is this level like so. So allow the market to do everything it wants to do, but watch out for this base at 29,400 basis point for Nasdaq. Once we get a decent pullback like so, this way I'll look to add more positions once I say pullback to that level like so. So my prime target remains 30,800 basis point for Nasdaq. There is nothing to worry about at the moment. I have no idea. There's nothing stopping us right now. All right, and then mind you, all trades are currently on break even, running risk free. Do you understand? So all trades are actually running risk free at the moment. So there's nothing to worry about. This market is making money on its own floating equity, as you can see, like so. So, but I do envision that once I blow through 30,763 dollars basis points, I will definitely be banking on adding more positions. But then again, I'll really pay attention to this level like so. You can see how decent it looks on the daily time frame. And by the way, anywhere you find the market take a pause and then continue on its way in a certain direction, you want to take note of that place, rookie, because chances are very excellent that the market will most likely pull back there, and then you can actually head on and then make money for yourself. Do you understand this? This is exactly how it works. Really, this is exactly how it works. So what we need to see, it's very simple. This is most likely gonna continue higher. Click at take profit one and then give us a deeper pullback towards 29,400 here, and then we have another entry. Do you understand this? So that is what I think is gonna happen on Nasdaq. S&P 500 made a new high, by the way. But for S&P, this is I think I like what I'm seeing. So now for S&P 500, once we breach this blue bar like so, find any consolidation inside of here and go long. You see, exact same thing we discussed on Nasdaq here. This is en route to the en route north here. So this is head bullish. This is headed in the upward trajectory. But notice what happened here. We got to this point and then we created a base. The market came and tested it nicely and then blew through. That's exactly what's most likely going to happen on Nasdaq here. We found a base. I love the market continue going higher. Once it clicks, I take profit. Give us a decent pullback. I'll be here to let you guys. That's why you need to subscribe to the channel, and then also check out the Telegram channel. It's actually free to join there. Check it out. Come and see how we do things there for free. And then for S&P 500, once I say a breach of this blue bar like so, I'm in business. Yeah, we just take it step by step, 720 pips step by step. So once I say the same pullback or any form of consolidation somewhere around here, because one of the principles of trend trading is that the total amount of pips accumulated in a range, once market breaks out, they has to give you that equal amount of pips. Do you understand? 9 times out of 10 times it happens that way. So I can envision that all things being equal, once S&P blows through this blue bar, like we should see this guy headed towards 8,700 basis point for S&P 500. Of course, if this happens, you already know what's going to happen on Nasdaq, and then what's it called, US 30 as well. Let me check US 30. US 30, nothing much. Okay, US 30 also has a very beautiful trend going on. You see, if God blesses you and you know how to trade, I'm telling you, a lot of things will become very, very simple. Not necessarily easy, but simple, yeah. Notice what happened here, and then patterns always repeat themselves in the market. Notice what happened here. As soon as we blew through 44,996, yeah, we pull back. So we have something called the first wave, second wave, and then the third wave, yeah. Third wave, I think I'll drop a video on how to calculate properly. Third wave seems to always be the bigger and deeper pullback that always has the market blowing through the roof. So if you scroll down to the daily time frame, by the way, in the mentorship program, you find these things taught properly. This is it. We had a blowout here. First pullback, second pullback, third pullback, blew through. So top pullback always seems to do the trick in the market here. Similarly, as it stands on Dow Jones Index or US 30, we've created a base here. By the way, we don't use lines, so this is just my rough work here. So we've created the first pullback. I allow the market proceed. I'm telling you, if you catch a clean wave on US 30, you'll be amazed by the kind of money you make. And this is gonna happen before year ends, yeah. So we've seen that first pullback, second pullback. I let the market continue upwards and then give us that top pullback. Once it does so, how you know that you're in good bread is that S&P will also blow through the roof. Once it does, by the way, it's to trade Nasdaq and US 30, you just mirror S&P 400. It's like the euro dollar of the currency pair market, man. Do you understand? So once you see that decent playbook, lock in, man. I can tell you, and this is the gift of just knowing how to trade, just being a master at something, getting mastery at something. You're not registered to any market, so even if the gold market isn't giving you what it ought to give you, or the currency pairs, or the commodity, anything at all, you can switch to the indices, bro. Switch to the indices and get results. What matters is results, and that result is bread. You need money in your pocket. That is what matters, really. At the end of the day, that's all that matters in this business, is how you do make money, and that's it. So yeah, long story short, I can envision, bro, I love US 30. Once it picks a direction, it just moves. And look at all this, yeah. Look at this. I can tell you, by the message of God, once the guy blows through this, let me see, most likely see US 30. So we are looking at 60k. All things being equal, 60k. That's a lot of money, bro. That is a lot of money. I know you're looking at it, oh, the space is not that big. It is a lot. See, this is US 30, we're talking about here. It's like gold. It's a lot of pips you're seeing here. Do you understand? 7,135 points. That's a lot of money. All right, so let us allow the market face up, whatever it wants to do, and then we are actually in business. So allow the market do its thing. Just keep holding on to Nasdaq trades. I'm still in my trades. Once I'm done, or once I see myself coming out, I'll let you guys know, so they can actually join me and then secure your profits as well. But as it stands, the market is running risk free. Silver really. This is silver. So silver, if you check through my recent calls, I've been short silver for a while. We got here and then we just started to put in some form of pullback, which is very, very natural. However, moving on, on silver, I still envision a short trade. However, there is a criteria that must be met. There is a swing high and swing low play that must be met for me to actually go ahead. So once I see the market pull back into sufficient levels like so, I'll just get real quick. You must try our blue bars properly. So once I see the market pull back into $71 per troy ounce for silver, then we are in business. Yeah, we are in business. So this will most likely be a breakout rate as continues to the downside. I believe if this blue bar holds, we are in business. Let me see what this trend line looks like. Pardon me, guys. I'm an investigative trader, man. I do a lot of work on the chart. What you see is like 20% of what I do on the chart, really. Okay, so let's see. So I let the market decide. Once it just have maybe one more leg up, and then we just dip to the downside. Okay, that's if and only if this blue bar holds. Now, in the event that we do break above here, I'll be able to let you guys know how to capitalize on these trades at the moment. So well, as you already know, there isn't much to talk about on the rest of the currency pairs. So I'll catch you guys next time for now. Trade safe, apply proper risk management, and peace out.